Hello students, I, your history teacher Mrs. Batul Sabuwala will be starting with standard 9 chapter number 5, that is history and that is education. So let's begin with chapter number 5, that is education. Now about education. So how after the independence the education was being formed in India? So let's see in this chapter. Education. In this chapter, student, we shall review the main stages and schemes in the development of the education system in India. We shall take into consideration primary, secondary, as well as higher education and besides research institution in some representative areas. This will give us an idea of the education system throughout the country. In the first census of independence India, that was in the year 1951, revealed the extreme complexity and intractability of the education issues in the country. In the first census, the literacy level was 17%. It rose as shown. So here we have in 1971 34, 1981 43, 1991 52, 2001 64. But still the rate was very low. Improving this percentage was a serious challenge for the government of India. Several remedial schemes were put in place to deal with it. Primary education. Primary education refers to the schooling given to children in the age 6 to 14 years age group. In 1881, the central government started a scheme for the spreading of primary education and to improve educational standards. It was known as Operation Blackboard. The government made funds available to help improve the standard of the schools and to fulfill minimum education needs such as at least 2 proper classrooms, toilets, one of the 2 teachers to be female, a blackboard, map, laboratory apparatus, a small library, a playground, sports equipment, etc. This scheme helped the primary education system to gain some momentum. Do you know? Principal Said Rauf of ST College Mumbai was assigned the task of preparing the draft of this curriculum. In 1994, this scheme was expanded and provision was made for additional classroom and for appointing one more teacher in school with an enrollment with priority given to girls schools with a majority of scheduled caste and tribes students and school in rural areas. It was also made binding upon the state government to appoint female teachers to 50% of the posts in schools. Again in 1994, the District Primary Education Program, that is DPEP, was started with the object of universalization of primary education. It was implemented in 7 states including Maharashtra. So DPEP start किया गया था 7 states में including Maharashtra. The plan envisaged 100% attendance in primary school, arresting student dropout, education for girls and for the physically handicapped. It includes programs such as research on and evaluation of program education, alternate education, creating social awareness, etc. The midday meal scheme was started in 1995 to provide proper nourishment for the students. Can we achieve this? In 1991, Kerala became a fully literate state. What steps must be taken to achieve 100% literacy in Maharashtra as well? Do you know? Tarabai Modak began work in the field of education in Bordi and Kostpar. She started Anganwadi for Adivasi children. She worked hard to bring in the learning by doing method to start Kuranshalas, that is meadow schools, and to spread vocational technical education. Anutai Wagh established an institution at Kostbar for the progress of Adivasis in Thane district. It was known as the Kostbar project. She started creches, nurseries, primary school, adult education classes, Bal Sevika training school, etc. for the education of Adivasis. Now we'll see secondary education. After independence, Education Minister Maulana Abul Kalam Azad decided to bring about fundamental changes in the field of education. The University Education Commission was set up for this purpose. This commission recommended the appointment of separate commission for secondary education. Accordingly, in the year 1952-53, the Mudaliar Commission was appointed. At that time, the pattern of education consisted of 11 plus 4 years for the first degree or of 11 plus 1 years. The work of the Commission. The work of the Commission. The Commission studies secondary education, the nature of the curriculum, medium of instruction, teaching methodology, and made certain recommendations. The secondary education which was being started out, and that time after the independence, the education minister after independence was Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. So he had to make some changes in the field of education, and for that the fund was also being raised up. So it was been decided that accordingly in the year 1952-53 that Mudaliar Commission was been appointed. In this there was some changes made. एक changes किया गया था कि एजुकेशन का जो पैटर्न रहेगा दैट विल बी 11+4, या तो फिर मतलब फर्स्ट डिग्रीज के लिए 11+4 का था, और बाद में इट वॉज बीन चेंज टू 11+1+3, मतलब 11 पढ़ने के बाद उनको वोट देना है, फिर एक साल के बाद वोट देना है, फिर 3 साल के बाद फिर से वोट देना है. लेकिन हाउ वी हैव 10th स्टैंडर्ड में बोर्ड्स एग्ज़ाम रहती हैं, फिर 12th में बोर्ड एग्ज़ाम्स रहती है, और फिर जब हमारा 15th ईयर होता है तब बोर्ड की एग्ज़ाम्स होती हैं. सो यर इट वाज बीन डिवाइडेड, तो 10+2+3 ये हमारा पैटर्न है जो अभी फ़िलहाल फॉलो किया जाता है. लेकिन वो टाइम पे द पैटर्न वाज 11+4 फॉर द फर्स्ट डिग्री, और फिर इट वाज बीन चेंज टू 11+1+3. तो यहाँ पे ये जो वर्किंग ऑफ द कमीशन का उसको सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन का जो प्लान था दैट वाज बीन स्टडीड, उनको स्टडी किया गया था, और यहाँ के उनके नेचर्स ऑफ द करिकुलम कैसे चलने वाला है, कौन सा मीडियम ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन रहेगा, कौन सी मेथडोलॉजी यूज़ की जाएगी टीचिंग के लिए, ऑल दिस थिंग्स वर बीन मेड, एंड इसके बाद रिकमेंडेशन मतलब किया गया था. दिस कमीशन प्रूव द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हायर सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन. हायर सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन के लिए उसको स्टडी किया गया था. However, it was found difficult to implement it all over the country. लेकिन पूरे कंट्री में उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करना, उसको इन वर्क करना पॉसिबल नहीं था. Because that time after the independence, India had 3 problems. One was the poverty, the second one was unemployment, and the third was illiteracy. क्योंकि लोग लिटरेट नहीं थे, इसके लिए उनको जॉब्स नहीं मिलती थी, और जॉब्स नहीं मिलने की वजह से दे वर वेरी मच पुअर. सो लिटरेसी वॉज अ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट इन इंडिया, क्योंकि अगर लोग एजुकेटेड होंगे देन ओनली इंडिया विल प्रोग्रेस, तो ही पॉवर्टी कम होगी और तो ही डेवलपमेंट इन इंडिया पॉसिबल हो सकता है. सो दैट इज़ वाई many such commissions and many such recommendations were being done so that इंडिया की जो लिटरेसी रेट है उनको बढ़ाया जाए. अर्ली ऑल्सो स्टूडेंट यू हैव सीन कि इंडिया की जो लिटरेसी रेट है वो कोई स्पीड से कम ज़्यादा नहीं हो रही है. इनफैक्ट कुछ हम ऐसा भी बोल सकते हैं कुछ ज़्यादा भी चेंजेस नहीं है. सो फॉर ऑल दिस थिंग्स एजुकेशन के लिए बहुत ही एम्फेसाइज किया गया था आफ्टर द इंडिपेंडेंस. नाउ विल गो फॉर द डू यू नो द महाराष्ट्र स्टेट बोर्ड ऑफ सेकेंडरी एंड द हायर सेकेंडरी एजुकेशन was established on 1st of January 1966 at Pune. This board conducts the school leaving examination of standard 10th and standard 12th. The board was published a periodical called शिक्षण संक्रमण. यहाँ पे महाराष्ट्र स्टेट बोर्ड का हम एजुकेशन के बारे में देख रहे हैं. Here we are considering the education of Maharashtra. It was been established on 1st January 1966 at Pune, and this board conducts the school leaving examinations. Like 10th में जैसे हम एग्ज़ाम्स देते हैं बोर्ड की एग्ज़ाम्स और 12th में बोर्ड की एग्ज़ाम्स देते हैं, that was being conducted. एंड द बोर्ड ऑल्सो पब्लिश अ पीरियडिकल्स, मतलब थोड़े थोड़े देर में वो लोग पीरियडिकल्स भी पब्लिश करते थे जिसका नाम था शिक्षण संक्रमण. नाउ विद दिस स्टूडेंट्स वी आर गोइंग टू स्टॉप ओवर हियर. द नेक्स्ट पार्ट विल डू इट लेटर. थैंक यू.